With just a week to go in the transfer window, we have somehow managed to keep this squad together, but I'm not sure that we can keep this going throughout the coming week. And as the transfer window goes by, the wanted players seem to change day by day, so I cannot plan ahead. I'm just sitting here and hoping that I will be able to react to anything that happens. But on the pitch, everything is working out really well, and Porto have suddenly declined. Let's go and kick some balls. Hello and welcome back to the Road to Glory, Part 21, Season 3, here at Benfica. And as you can see from the table, things have taken a turn for the better, and we are currently 7 points clear of Porto, who went into a sudden decline after we had beaten them in the last episode, and now they are struggling to keep up with us, and it is in our hands. If we can keep winning our games, then we will win the title for the third season in a row. And today we will be playing our final Champions League phase game against PSV Eindhoven away, and if we win this game then we will qualify at least for the playoffs, and we will have done extremely well in the Champions League given the small squad that we have. And then we will be playing at home in the league against Estoril Praia, and a good win there will maintain our lead at the top of the league, and there is no reason why we can't do well in both of these games. But before we go into what's been happening both on and off the pitch, if you are brand new to the channel and you like FM content and you love to see people suffer playing this game, then you're in the right place. So why not subscribe, like, watch, comment, help the channel to grow and help us to support the very worthwhile cause that you can see scrolling above. But first, let's have a look at what's been happening on the pitch since you were last with us. And when you were last with us, you saw us beating Porto by 3-0, and we followed that with a 4-1 thumping against Vitória de Guimarães. Unfortunately, our 100% record went away in our next game, and we were only able to draw 1-1 against Sporting, and then against Farense away in the Portuguese Cup. We managed to come out of that with a good 3-1 victory. We then played against Farense in the league and beat them by 2-1 away. And in the Champions League, our penultimate game of the league phase, we went to Atletico Bilbao and we managed a 1-1 draw. And then against Tondela, in a very high-scoring encounter, we managed to come out victors by 5-3 in that one. And that was just the most crazy game that I've seen in a little while. And so that brings us to today, when we will be playing away against PSV Eindhoven, and then we will be at home against Estoril Praia in the Portuguese League. We have every chance of getting something out of both of these games today. And in the Champions League, we are currently in 16th. 3 points here will take us up to around about 12th. We cannot get into the top 8, unfortunately, but just qualifying for the playoffs will be a very good achievement for us. And so hopefully that is about to happen. In terms of the injuries at the moment, we have been spared this season, and there are currently no injured players. And I think the secret to playing this game is to have a very small squad, because when you have a very small squad, injuries are very sparse. In terms of the squad and the transfer window, we do have a number of wanted players still, and Marato is now wanted. Sonny Perkins is wanted, which is quite interesting since nobody wanted to buy him a year ago, and now suddenly a lot of clubs are interested in taking him away from us. He's only wanted on a loan deal. I'm not prepared to let him go on loan. He's playing really well as the shadow striker. I want him here at the club. Joachim Mæhle is wanted, but I suspect that they just want to sign him at the end of his contract this season. And then Andre Fernandes, another centre-back, is wanted. And it just goes on. Samuel Grillo, who is also a centre-back, is wanted. And we also know that Luciano Rodriguez, a centre-back, wants to leave. But unfortunately for him, nobody is currently interested in him, probably because the price we're asking for, £53 million, which he has agreed to, is far too high. So we have all our centre-backs are in danger of leaving. And unfortunately for us, our scouts have been unable to find any centre-backs. And the only centre-back that they've been able to find would cost far too much money, and because of the limitations on our budgets now, there is no way we could afford to buy him. And if we look at the short list, even over the season, they haven't been able to find anybody, and there is actually only one player who we could possibly afford, and he would come in at a price of around about 32 million. I'm not even sure we could afford him, even if we sold Morata. So we are in desperate straits, and we could end up losing all our centre-backs. But I'm not going to worry about that. I don't know who people are going to come in for. Someone will leave, I'm pretty sure. I just hope it's not a centre-back. All I can do is worry about getting them ready for PSV Eindhoven in the Champions League. So let's go and kick some balls. And so the team for today against PSV Eindhoven is Alvarez in goal with Julgaard, Rodriguez, Morato and Bard at the back, Andre Gomes, Samu and Haig in midfield, with Zolis, Perkins and Endrick up front. It is a very strong team, and we have every chance of getting a result in this game, and hopefully that's what we will do. I don't believe PSV Eindhoven are the best team in the Champions League at the moment, and they are much, much lower than us in the league. And so I really want us to go out there, make the fans proud. Let's get into the playoffs, if nothing else. We've never made it past the playoffs in the Champions League, and is this our season? Well, let's get off to a good start. We haven't got off to a good start, though. The first 5 minutes has been pretty much with PSV Eindhoven. We are playing with the low block, and we have come back into the game a little bit, and hopefully we will get something out of this game. But it is going to be PSV with the free kick here, and they are going to look to build from the back, but beautifully stolen by Zolis. Zolis is bursting forward. Zolis looking for Haig. Haig tries to get the ball into space. He can't find his man. And here is... who is that? Julesgaard out on the right. It's Samu. Samu with a lovely through ball. Finds Zolis. Zolis has a chance. It's a good save. Goes out for a corner. We've had the first highlight. We are looking the better team after the first 15 minutes. Although it's still very, very close in terms of chances created. Header goes over the crossbar. It remains PSV 0. Benfica 0. And at the moment... will that be enough for us to qualify for the playoffs? I don't know, because there are games that will be played tomorrow, and we'll have to wait and see. We really need to win rather than to draw. A draw might not be enough to qualify for the playoffs, but a win will certainly be enough. And here is Bard. Bard looking inside. Samu. Zolis is having a splendid game. Gets into the box, and Zolis has threaded it in at the near post. It's PSV 0. Benfica 1. This low block in Europe seems to work really, really well, but in this Portuguese league it doesn't work particularly well unless we are playing against the bigger teams like Porto or Braga. But in Europe, the low block with this system seems to work really, really well. And the game against Milan, we remember, is testament to that, how we just managed to take Milan apart. And we are doing reasonably well here. We're managing to control possession. We've had all the chances. PSV really have not been in the game. The match momentum is with us, and PSV are struggling to put anything together. We do have another corner as Zolis tries to get the ball over, and yes, it's Endrick who has got another one. And Endrick just keeps scoring for fun. It was a dreadful error by the PSV goalkeeper. Endrick said thank you very much and just stroked it in at the back post. What an error by the goalkeeper, and Endrick's not going to miss that. It's PSV 0, Benfica 2, and we are up to 10th at the moment, and that will be good enough to get us into the playoffs for sure. Lovely ball into the box. Bard, was he taken out there? Probably not, and it was just a tough tackle, and we have got caught out again with all our players up the field, and I really don't know what that is about, because we are instructing in our set pieces. We have 3 players back at all times, and why sometimes every single player goes up for a corner, I don't know. I do believe it's a glitch in the game, but luckily they didn't score from that one. Teams have scored from it in the past, and I have checked that yes, we have 3 back for every corner, and I'm not quite sure why suddenly they all go missing. And once again, you can see we have 2 there. I'm not quite sure why there's not 3, but at least we had the 2 back there, and we managed to steal the ball. And here is Zollis. Zollis, can he get the ball into the box? He can't. He looks for Bard. Bard inside to Samu. Samu's having a good game. Finds Samu again. Lovely interchange with Bard. Bard, can he get across into the box? Can he find Endrick? Looking for Endrick. Endrick can't get on the end of it, and it is coming away with PSV. We are closing down perhaps a little bit too much as PSV look to break and look to score, and they have scored. And I'm absolutely shocked again. We're dominating this football match, and it doesn't take very much for the opposition to score. They just need one chance, and they will score. And it was a very, very good goal. They caught us on the counter, but I'm a bit appalled that teams playing against us are the greatest finishers in the world has ever seen, because they do not need many chances, and we cannot finish for toffee. We've had had double or 3 times the amount of chances that the opposition have had, and we can't put ours away, but the opposition just need one chance, and that's it, game over. And I guess I need to be looking for strikers like they have, world-class strikers who don't miss, because my strikers, even Endrick, seem to miss once in a while. We are dominating this game. We will be hard done by if we don't win it, but it is PSV again with a free kick, and they've hit the crossbar and the goalkeeper claims it. I'm not going to make changes here. I will just complain afterwards if we lose this game. We're dominating it, and there's no reason why PSV should be doing as well as they are. They've had 4 shots, 3 on target, and they've scored with 1 of them. We just keep doing things like that. And I need world-class strikers like PSV. And if they can finish like that, I'm struggling to work out why are you so near the bottom of the Champions League if you've got finishers like that. But we have made it 3-1, and it's Luciano Rodriguez who has put us ahead. I think, it had to happen. We are the dominant team, and it had to happen. And now I'm happier. And maybe the game just decided to give PSV a consolation, because now we should just go and rip them apart. We are the better team, and we should be winning this really comfortably. But PSV do have a corner now, and are they going to make it 3-2? As the corner is whipped in, it's headed clear. We have 2 very, very good central defenders. We can't control that. It's now 3-2. And once again, they don't need many opportunities, do they? They're just lethal. I wonder if I can buy their strikers, because they are just lethal. And we couldn't hit a barn door if it fell on us. And they're just putting them away for fun. And I do have a problem at times with the inequality of this, and it seems like it is with every opposition that we come across. Ball into Endrick. Can Endrick score? Endrick's put it in. It's now 4-2. I'm going to go back to a more balanced way of playing now. I don't think that we need to be actually doing anything too exciting now. But if they go to 4-3, obviously I will have to go back to positive and try and get another one. But at the moment it's 4-2. We are in front, and hopefully it will stay that way now. I think I probably need to make some changes. Nobody's playing badly. Everybody's playing well, apart from Perkins, who's not having the greatest of games. We do have a free kick, and Andre Gomes is over the free kick. I like free kicks from here. They tend to go in. And can he sneak it into the near post? There's Gomes, and it just goes over the crossbar. Let's go and make some changes, shall we? Well, let's do it after this highlight. We're obviously not going to be allowed to make some changes yet. There's a long punt upfield. It's well collected. We do have a very, very good defence, but just sometimes they look like they are a bunch of schoolboys. But however, they've served us well, those two centre-backs. And losing one of them in the transfer window would not be my cup of tea. Here's Hendrick again. Hendrick's not going to miss that. 5-2. But the referee is going to check, is he for offside? This time, probably, I'm going to guess he's going to be given offside. And I'm not sure whether he was onside or offside. It has been disallowed. It remains 4-2. Hendrick is absolutely dynamite. And he's not like he works hard for his goals. He's not like gifted them as the opposition players are. Let's go and make some changes. And so we have made some changes, and we have brought fresh legs onto the pitch, and hopefully now we'll see this game out. We are currently still in 10th, which means we will probably be in the playoffs, and that will be a good achievement for such a small squad. We've absolutely hammered them, in all fairness. I don't know how they've been able to score 2 goals and possibly 3 coming up. It just doesn't make any sense to me, but we'll take a victory, however it is. And we just need to defend well now. Can we defend well, or are they going to score a third and make it all very tense at the end? I think that's probably what is going on. We need to just remain optimistic that we're not going to be cheated here. And there's a little ball into the box. They are in. They are going to score. It's 4-3. You can predict this game. It is 4-3. And, well, what can I say? Is it going to be disallowed, though? The referee's checking. No, it's awarded. It's now Benfica 4, PSV 3. I don't want to see the replay. This is just teasing me. It's being silly. The game is coming to an end. I've got one more change I can make. And so we have made our final change, and hopefully the game will just allow it to see itself out. It's PSV 3, Benfica 4. I don't believe we've defended that badly. They haven't been in the game, and yet somehow they've managed to score 3 goals. It's just, I think, the game trying to make it a little bit more exciting. Well, it didn't make it exciting for me. Good work, lads. You've done a very, very good job, and we should now qualify for the playoffs. And I think, yeah, we're going to qualify, because in 22nd place are Porto with 9 points. They cannot catch us, so we will be in the playoffs. We have never gone further than the playoffs. Maybe this year is when we can get to the quarterfinals. Who knows? We have a game coming up against Estoril Praia, and we should be winning that too. And so I need to go and get the team ready for this game. We will see you just before the game starts. If there's any news in the transfer window, I'll come back and let you know. We'll see you very soon. And so the team for today against Estoril Praia is Iker Alvarez in goal, with Wormleighton, Fernandez, Morato and Mailer at the back. Palacios and Pintos will play in midfield, Juan Carlos on the wing, Andalakovic, Sandramat and Hendrick will play up front. This is a very rotated team. I have decided to rest a lot of players, and I don't know if this is going to be the correct decision. Estoril Praia are not a very good team, and we should be winning this match. And I think we are favourites here, and I want us to play like it. I'm expecting good, solid defensive work. I'm expecting good performances in all areas of the pitch. There are just a few hours left of the transfer window, and so far only one loan offer has come in for Perkins, which I have rejected. And here is Morata. Morata finds Pintos. Some of these boys are getting an opportunity to show if they've got what it takes to be part of this Benfica team. Lovely ball out to Carlos. Carlos to Endrick. Endrick bursting in. Endrick has scored. And we are 1-0 up. And unfortunately, it might go down as an own goal, but it could possibly also be offside. And we will have to wait. The goal is awarded. It's Benfica 1. Estoril Praia 0. Lovely pass here from Sanramat to find Carlos. Endrick through. Endrick's strike. Yes, it was an own goal. It's not going to be a goal for Endrick. It bounced off the goalkeeper and then was put into his own net by the central defender. It's Benfica 1. Estoril Praia 0. This is a game we should be winning. Pintos has suffered a bruised shin, but we should be able to play through it, so we shall see how he gets on. We'll keep an eye on his fitness, but hopefully just a bruised shin, he should be able to see through this. And there's a cross into the box from the corner, and it's headed over the crossbar, and it remains 1-0. We need to be doing a little better than 1-0. We're dominating the game, not creating too many chances, but we should be doing a lot better. Mela and Palacios on yellow cards. I need to get them to just ease off the tackles a little bit, and hopefully we can avoid having players sent off by doing that. But we are coming forward, and here is Palacios. Palacios with the ball over the top. It's not going to find its man. Let's get Palacios easing off the tackles. Here is Mela coming forward. Mela finds Pintos. Pintos over the top. He's looking for Endrick, but Endrick can't get on the end of it. Sanramat finds Wormleighton. Chance for him to make a name for himself today. Wormleighton, cross into the box is poor. Cleared away. Here is Fernandez, Andre Fernandez. People don't rate him as a central defender. I do, and he would be playing a lot more if we lost one of our central defenders. We have two very, very good central defenders, and that they are keeping Andre Fernandez out of the team. But he is a very good player to have as a reserve centre-back. And here's Sanramat, who's a very good shadow striker too. Ruan Carlos. Carlos is looking for Andlakovic, and he can't get it in at the far post. It remains Benfica 1. Estoril Praia 0. It is not enough at the moment, and we have stretched our lead at the moment to 10 points over Porto. And I'm now being advised that Pintos is not coping very well, and we will replace him with Samu. And that's unfortunate for Pintos. He had a chance to make a name for himself, got himself injured. That's unfortunate. Hopefully it's just a knock, though, and it won't keep him out for too long. He should get more chances as the season progresses. Sanramat has found Endrick. Mistake in the prior defence, and Endrick is not going to miss that. And it was a dreadful error by Chobari, who just gifted the ball to Sanramat. His concentration let him down. Chobari and Sanramat took it off him, found Endrick. Thank you very much. Endrick keeps scoring and scoring and scoring. What a signing he has been. And it is at the moment Benfica 2, Estoril Praia 0. They're not a very good side, and we should be winning this very comfortably, but you just never know what is going to happen in this game, and one lapse of concentration could let them back into the game. We need to be focused. Stay focused, boys. We're playing with the high press today, high up the pitch to put pressure on them. It's paid off so far. Here's Ruan Carlos to Palacios. That's a poor ball by Palacios. And it looks like Estoril Praia are coming back into the game. and they are going to score. No, it's gone wide, and their finishing is pretty poor, and usually that would have gone in for the opposition, but not this time. And I think we need to focus a little bit, and I need to demand more from this team. They've gone off the boil a little bit. Juan Carlos, ball over the top, finds Endrick. Endrick in space, it's deflected, it goes over the crossbar, it goes out for a corner. And can we just get another goal just before half-time and ease everybody's nerves, as Carlos will take the free kick into the far post. It's cleared away. Samu heads it back into the danger zone. It's come out to Andalakovic. I think that's going to be half-time. I'm fairly pleased. We've got a very rotated squad here, a very rotated team, and we've done well. We're controlling possession. I don't think we need to worry too much about anything at the moment. It doesn't look like Estoril Praia are going to be a threat in any form. Juan Carlos has picked the ball up. He's been robbed, but there's a ball over the top for Endrick. Endrick just didn't focus there, but he's picked it up from the mistake, and Endrick has made it 3-0. I thought Hendrick stopped running for a minute, but maybe he saw what was going to happen. The defender made an error. He just seemed to stop his run, and the defender made an error, and he calmly put it into the back of the net. It's Benfica 3, Estoril Praia 0. It might be a good opportunity now to rest Hendrick for a few minutes in this game, and to bring on someone else. And I think maybe we could make some changes early here. Let's go and make some changes. And so we have made some changes, and we've decided to give Endrick a rest. And we've brought on Sonny Perkins up top. I think 3-0, I don't think that Estoril Praia have got anything really to offer. We should be just cruising this comfortably now. And there's a ball that's cleared. Sanramat can't get hold of it, and it is Estoril Praia. And they are looking to bring the ball forward patiently. Can we defend this well? It's nicely cut out by Bard. Bard back to Alvarez. Don't do anything silly, boys. Just keep the ball. And that's a poor clearance by Bard. We should be actually playing this out from the back, but they've made another error at the back. Here is Sanramat bursting into the box, but he can't chip the goalkeeper. They are making some dreadful errors at the back, and inexplicable errors, to be fair. And all our goals have come from poor performances at the back and really bad errors. Here is Marato. Marato finds Bard. Bard into Palacios. Palacios, he finds Sanramat. Sanramat is in. Sanramat has made it 4-0. I think it is game over now. We have completely dominated this game. It is nice to see that we've managed to score a reasonable amount of goals from the chances we've created, and maybe that's a good sign for us going into the second half of the season, the business end, where we hopefully will just keep winning now. If we keep winning, then Porto cannot catch us. And Porto went into a dreadful spell where they lost 2 games after they lost against us, and that has cost them big time. And Estoril Praia are looking to try and score here. They do have a chance. They have scored, and in typical FM fashion, they've been given a goal. And I really don't mind if you really need to give them a goal, but it has been disallowed, and quite rightly so, because they've been absolutely dominated. This doesn't happen, and I don't know whether he's offside. He looks offside. But we do have another problem. I don't feel like we need to substitute somebody just because he's on a yellow card. And he isn't actually on a yellow card. But I do need to have a look to see if there is a tired body out there that needs to come off. As Fernandez having a really good game today, although his rating's only a 6.8, looks solid to me at the back. Here's Maratta, who is having a very good game. Bard finds Samu. Samu to Haig, playing on the left wing there. looking for Bard on the overlap. Bard bursting forward, needs to get across, and he's been fouled, and that could be a penalty. It could be Esther Pryor's 5th mistake at the back, which is going to cost them big time. Checking the penalty, I think it will be given. The penalty is awarded. Can we make it 5-0? I think it might be Perkins to step up and take this. No, it's going to be Haig who to take the penalty, and it's 5-0. And I think that now is game over. And we just need to make one more change just to save someone who might be a little bit tired. And yeah, beautifully dispatched by Haig. 5-0. Let's go and make that final change. And so we have taken off Palacios and brought on Andre Gomes just for 10 minutes. Andre Gomes, who is wanted and possibly could be an offer in the next few hours. I'm hoping that we can just quietly see this transfer window out now, that there are going to be no offers for our players. We are 10 points clear of Porto now. Another 5-0 drubbing for someone. Well done, lads. That was a very, very good win for us. Excellent performance. And we have another 3 points in the bag. And so we are 10 points clear of Porto. And I think the title is ours now. And that's all I want, to win the title for the 3rd season in a row. And so I will see my way through the transfer window, and we'll be right back when it's finished. And so the transfer window has closed and no business has been done. We have just brought in the 2 players, Andalakovic and Pintos, and they have made good starts to their careers here at Benfica. We've managed to hold on to all our players, which is very, very nice indeed. And it is going to be a very, very busy month in February. And we have 2 games against Porto coming up. One in the Allianz Cup semi-final and one in the league again. We will then play in the Champions League knockout round. We don't know who we have yet. We will come back at the beginning of March. And hopefully we will still be in a very good position in the league. We will play against Braga in the Portuguese league, and then we'll play against Tondela in the semi-final first leg of the Portuguese Cup. If fixtures don't change, that's how it will be. That's it for this episode. If you are brand new to the channel and you like FM content and you love to see people suffer playing this game, you're in the right place. So why not subscribe, like, watch and comment, help the channel to grow, and help us to support the very good stuff that you can see scrolling up above. I am a very, very happy manager. We've got through to the knockout stages of the Champions League again. We've come good in the second half of the group phase. We have also opened up a 10-point gap over Porto in the league. We have to play them very soon, but a good result in that one will mean it's championship over. So all that remains to be said now is stay safe, and we will see you at the beginning of March in the next episode.